Transgenderism, causes, parenting, and solutions. So, why am I deciding to talk about this? For many reasons, actually. So, there's actually a lot of health issues that our people are experiencing, and kind of a false depiction of what is actually real. Like, there's a big push in society for things like this, and I really feel like it's affecting a lot of people in a negative way. Look, I have no problem if people want to do this, but unfortunately, I feel like the come from of which we do this is not healthy. As well, we don't necessarily have informed consent. So I feel this episode is really important just to shine some light on some things and really get to what's real. So what is transgenderism? To define that, it is essentially the quote changing of one's gender through surgical procedures or hormonal therapy. Now, why do people actually do this? The underlying reason is that they're experiencing a pain that they don't know how to deal with, and they're taught one way or another that this is the solution. Now, the transgender community has the highest rates of suicide of all other groups. So this is clearly not a solution. First, I just want to say, is there ever a sole reason why you should do this? Look, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But I know for certain that the vast majority of the cases, if not all of them, are rooted in an unhealthy place. And before I go deeper, I just want to say that I really care about people and understand that empowerment comes from within. No external solution is going to get you to real empowerment and healing. And especially something so invasive, like looking at this as a solution is a little mind-boggling for me. Also, I want to say if you have already done this at some point, we have to understand that no matter what we've done or where we are, all we have is right now and the actions, emotions, and thoughts that we have moving forward. We have inherent value as we are, no matter what, all right? Understand that you matter, and we can become the greatest versions of ourselves right here and right now and move forward. I believe that very firmly. So like I said, when we look toward an external solution, it will never last. I don't care if it's drinking, drugs, porn, TV, video games, or cutting your dick off. Until we get to the underlying root cause of healing, we cannot actually be healed. Look, the reason why I'm so confident in who I am and what I do is because I overcome some stuff. We all have challenges. The question is, are we going to go through it or grow through it, right? I mean, talk about a real ass motherfucker. Look no further. And there are many of us. But the question is, why is that not the norm? It's we are psyoped in every aspect of society to be average. I mean, talk about being a victim or a victor. Understand the solution is always present. The question is, are we going to be receptive to it or not? We live in a very fragile society. And that's the problem, because we're meant for so much more. Going through challenges, working through, persisting, getting to the destination, building your character through the process of what it's all about. More and more we're taught it's all about feelings and how you feel. Look, emotions and feelings, they definitely have their place and they're important. But if we start to live by them, that's a problem because, first of all, they're temporary, and just because we feel something doesn't mean that it's true. So living by the truth and what is real. I mean, a bill passed in California recently where if you question your child's choice to change their gender, you can be put in prison. I mean, what the fuck is that? This is why I do what I do. Lions protect the innocent. Why is there such a big push for this? Everywhere you go. I mean, talk about the devil hiding in plain sight. Why are we not promoting things that are real, like values and character and service and things that matter? As an example, because I live by standards and values, say back in 2020, right? Most of us were panicking and confused, but I was able to stay true to what's real, stay stoic, like a mountain. I didn't listen to any of the mandates. I ain't scared of those motherfuckers. I studied, researched, get to the next level every day. And those tyrants want to tell me to do with my body? Another thing off the top is that we tend to take things that matter, like diversity and equality, right? Now, in its inherent nature, those are very beautiful things, right? We need diversity and equality. But then in our society, not by accident, we take these things to a ridiculous extreme to where they no longer make any sense. And as a freedom fighter, we kind of shoo these words away, right? But do not do that. Don't lose the true meaning of these words either, you know? If we take those and we turn into the DEI initiative, right? Fuck the DEI initiative. We should not be hiring on anything except merit. We take the airlines and we hire people that are not qualified for the job. President just got shot recently. I saw a couple DEI hires in the mix there. When it comes to diversity and equality there, yes, everybody should be available for the job, but The question is, are you really able to do it? I mean, is that too hard to ask? I mean, is it really that the government cares so much about our equality? Or is there an agenda? So the last part of this session is, look, my question to you, sister, my question to you, brothers, when you love yourself enough, get to the truth, to actually heal. Understand that you matter, and there's always a solution, right? We just cannot get coerced by this nonsense, no matter what it is. True healing is available. The greatest version of yourself is within you. All you have to do is activate it. The truth is, if you want long-term fulfillment, and the only way out is in. Also, living by standards, not values, right? Say like someone does the hormonal change for the transgender thing, right? So you decide that you're a woman. What if Big Pharma stops doing its thing? What if they just stop making hormones? Like, you're dependent on an outside source to become who you say you are. Like, a real one spells it out. That's the shit that we don't think about. Hormones are no longer available, so I guess you're not a woman anymore, right? What kind of logic are we operating out of? So in terms of mindset, next section, like, why is everything centered around gender, right? I mean, like, the past 3 years. Aren't we so much deeper than that? Aren't we so much bigger? There's so much programming in society that takes us away from what is actually real. There's kind of a level of evil that I just have not seen, like, other than the past 3 years. Like, it's almost not human. Like I really study this, and there's really, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, there's some people like me, in the freedom fighting community that say they're reptiles. Look, I can't confirm that or not. All I know is that it just does not seem like of this world. That's the only way I can say it. I don't know either way. It just does not seem right. All I know is that we get beyond our story. All we do is grow and serve. Growth and service. Like the self-obsession with mispronouncing my you-know-what and always looking to be validated, being the victim. Like, none of this is generative. This is very degenerative behavior. Very selfish. And the thing is, I know we're so much better than this, and we can get beyond it. Wake up, my friend. You are powerful beyond all measure, and you matter. I promise you are destined for greatness, no matter where you've been or where you are going. You are the writer of your own story. The pen is in your hands, and instead of looking for affirmation, look to be of service. Now, next is parenting. So as a parent, how should you handle this? As a parent, coach, healer, the solution is to get the underlying cause. Look, if your child comes to you, he's 3 years old, and they say that they're actually a girl, and you just believe them wholeheartedly, ask no questions, you're a straight up clown. Look, as a coach, you need to ask deeper questions. Like, has this person been through anything? Why are they not in touch with their masculine or feminine energies? What is their relationships like? These are questions that get to underlying cause. What blocks do they need to overcome? Is there societal programming that taught them to think like this? That's real support. Like, compassion is understanding people's emotions, but not necessarily getting to the place so you can't overcome it. Like I hear you, I feel you, but how can I help? That's what compassion is. So we have to honor and protect what is real. The solution is to be the greatest versions of ourselves every single day. Understand that we are the root of our all problems. Taking 100% responsibility. Understanding that it may not all be our fault. Like, things happen that we don't choose, right? But we get to decide what happens next. And as we do that, we become a light for others. We can show people the path. We cannot do that from a state of victimhood, though. Whatever it is that you want, health, wealth, relationships, and beyond, upgrading your character is the foundation and how you start. This can only be done through forging one's character through trials, tribulations, challenges, waking up every day and getting after it. My mind has been forged through the fire of mental combat. I'm able to stay hard in the face of adversity because I know who I am and I know what I stand for. I do not put immediate gratification over the long-term mission. Just because things seem good right now, we have to look at long-term investments too. Like, being the change we wish to see in the world and ultimately what we all strive for, that's within us, we just gotta activate it. So look, I know that this was a bit of a hardcore episode, but look, somebody has to do this. And the more of us who stand up for what's real, the less degeneracy we're going to see in our society, and the more love, freedom, and true fulfillment will be available. Alright, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the show. For more, you can head over to anthonygastella.com for articles, coaching, and other free resources. Also, if you can, leave a review for the show, let people know what you think, and I would appreciate that so much. Support the mission of freedom. Thanks for being on this mission with me, and I promise to give you more powerful, empowering, great content to help transform your life. Thanks for tuning in.